Hey everyone, it's Lisa and today is Tuesday and I did a tutorial. I wanted to do something simple and just show you what I've been using lately because I've been just loving it. It's no liquid foundation, just my good old Rachel K with the Laura Mercier mineral, and I showed you a couple of new things and my thicker liner. I told you about the mascara madness going on at Nordstrom with Jamie I'll put her link down below, but it's buy two mascaras, get one free, and it starts the 23rd, but I'm pretty sure you can probably pre-sale that. And so I used a couple of these mascaras. I think I might have used all three. And I used the Lorac shadows and just did my main look that I've been doing lately. And I realized after I cut it off that I did not tell you what my accessories or my nail polish was, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. My earrings are the Sheila Fajl Danny hoops, and I love these because they're still big and light, but they're oval, and I don't know, they just hang in a different way, and I just think they're kind of cool looking, especially for the summer. And then the bar necklace that I always wear from Oliver, and then this is the Sheila Fajl Life Bean necklace, and it's that little bean that has, I believe it has love and then kisses. Besos and Amor or something on each side. It's love and kisses in Portuguese, and it's just something good to throw on. This or the perfume bottle are my favorites when I just want to throw a little teeny something on. And then my nail polish is, I just painted them last night, the Victoria Beckham Nails Ink red one. I'll put the name of it down there, but she's got the bamboo white and then this one, which is kind of like an orangey red. I really like it. So here we go. So I have a fresh, clean face. I just washed it, and I really like to put my makeup on right after I wash it. I like it to be almost thirsty feeling. And the first thing I usually do is I've gone back to when I wear less makeup and less foundation. I notice I like my Armani Master Corrector, and this is number 1. And I think they've discontinued this. I'm not sure if it's been discontinued yet, but I had bought a backup that I haven't even opened. So I put it, and also you can see like that dark spot right there. I ran out of my new lash, and I am just making myself use the rest of my Latisse until I ordered another new lash from Jamie, the Burberry girl that I work with, because they sell it at Nordstrom. So I got her I ordered it through her, and she's sending it to me. So anyway, what I was getting at is the Latisse makes that darker. I think there's something about bringing more blood up to the lash line that might be what makes it darker and might make you gives you a little bit more under eye circles. The new lash did not do that. I've had 2 tubes of the new lash, and neither one of them did it. So it'll be interesting to see the next ones. Anyway, I put the, and I usually just go right in that darkness right there, and then sometimes just whatever's left on the brush, I'll go right there. And I try to let that sit there for a minute and kind of get thicker so that it will stay. If you let it sit there for a second, it almost gets kind of sticky. And that's another reason I like to do it on my bare, freshly cleansed skin, because I feel like it will just kind of stick right there, and it just works better. You can hear Bridget walking around. The painters are supposed to be here. Let's see, it's 10:57 now. And they're supposed to be here around 12, so I'm hoping I can get this done before they get here, because I do not think I'll be able to do this with him here. I will be embarrassed. And then whatever's on my finger, I just kind of go around like that. Okay, and you can see how much of a difference that made. Then I've gone back to my tried and true combination, especially I think what is really making this work for me so well is the Clarins drops. Let me go get those just so I can show you. I'll show you what I use at night. I'll be right back. About every other night, usually I do it when I get, those little birds will not stay out of my hanging baskets. I just had to take one down. I saw Sassy looking at them, and now I see them over there in the other hanging basket. Now I got to go take that down. I went ahead and took the other 2 down because I figured they'd go to the next one. Okay, so where was I? Okay, I think what I usually do is I usually take a shower and wash my hair and everything every other night. And on those nights, I have been using my CeraVe Facial Moisturizing Lotion PM, which I think just means it doesn't have sunscreen. I usually use about 3 pumps and I add 3 drops of this Clarins, let's see, Radiance Plus Golden Glow Booster. And what that does is it turns my moisturizer into like a tanner for my face. And it has been, I haven't tried a bunch of tanners on my face. You know, I've tried, that bird is literally hanging from the chain. Looking down, I bet he's going to come down into the basket. Anyway, that has helped my face have more color. It does bring out, you know, a little bit more of the blotchiness, but it works so well with this combination. So the first thing is my Rachel K CC cream. And what I do is I use, like if I were using this under a liquid foundation, I would just put 1 dot on and kind of just put it in my T-zone. But with this, I like to take a little bit like that and just kind of work it in like that, like a smooth, thin layer. And you'll feel when it gets worked in, it'll almost be kind of dry feeling. A little bit more. And what this does is it kind of tones down any redness, and it, I don't know, it makes my face brighter, and it makes the perfect canvas for the Laura Mercier. And I really try to work it in. Work it into my hairline. I don't put it on my eyelids, and I don't really, when I'm wearing makeup in the summertime, I just don't like a whole bunch like in my eyebrows. I try to make it as thin as possible. So that, what that does is it kind of evens out my whole face. Makes me look like a ghost. But I've noticed if I try to go without this, it's just that redness comes through and the blotchiness comes through. And even if I try to use something just like a Radiance primer or something like that, or just sunscreen, it doesn't do the same as this, because this kind of fills in my pores, and it's sunscreen. It's like SPF, I think it's 35 plus. And this is kind of like skincare and stuff too. And I've got some on my website, but last time I put in an order, I haven't heard from him, so I need to message him again. I hope they aren't running out, because you know they're not making that kind anymore. Okay, the next step is my Laura Mercier Classic Beige Loose. I've gone back to, for this method, you know, over my foundation, I liked this big Sigma F30, but for just over my Rachel K, I like the Sephora 55, which you can still get this, it just won't look like this one. It's a different model. And then I just start right here where I don't care if it's darkest, and just start kind of buffing it in, and you can see it immediately just looks good. And I go around my eyes like that, and then my earrings, then I go down my neck. And I went to the beach yesterday, and I put sunscreen on my chest. I still got a little bit, but I don't know how the whole IPL on my chest, it did great. I never did post that video because it was so bad, but it did great, and I'm going to get it done again. But if you are a person who loves the beach like I do and loves the sun and doesn't want to have to put on factor 50 every single day of your life, think about it, because it's hard to maintain. There we go. And so I'm probably using a little bit more of this than I would if I were just, you know, setting my makeup or whatever, because this is my foundation. Get all up in my hairline. like that. And you can see it's kind of just a light. It doesn't match me quite today just because I got a little bit of sun yesterday. Actually, when I went down there, it was kind of cloudy. I'm going to put, a lot of times I'll just tap out what's been on the side. And maybe go right in here. Just a little bit more coverage. You can see how glowy that powder is, and I haven't even sprayed it. Anyway, when I went to the beach, it was not really overcast. It was sunny, but it was those big white fluffy clouds that would kind of go by. And so I tried to read some of my new book, which I can't even get into because this video will be too long. I love it. And so I tried to read as much as I could of that, but with my crazy contacts, one for distance, one for up close, and in the sun, it kind of was hard to read. So I got up and went for a walk, a really good walk, like in the mushy sand, so that it was a good exercise walk, and went for a long time. And so I ended up getting more sun than I thought I would, which is how it is. Okay, now I'm going to use a new brush that my friend Lori sent me, and I'll show you the rest of the stuff she sent me on Friday. But it is the Wayne Goss, my first Wayne Goss brush, and it was his holiday brush, and I think it's still available on Beauty. And as soon as I used this, I thought, well, I'm gonna go get us, Lori and I, some brushes, some eye brushes from him, and they were sold out. So is that the main place that you can get Goss brushes? I guess it is. Anyway, so I'm going to use, I have been using my Makeup Forever, but for some reason I just tried this one day and I've been liking it the last couple of days. It's the Tarte, I know why, this is waterproof and it's matte, Park Avenue Princess, and it's the matte waterproof one, like that. So I take this glorious brush, get in there and just do a little bit of contour, bronzing. You know, it's like, not like I'm trying to just stay in that one contour, I'm just kind of doing my whole cheekbone like that, and then around my hairline like that, and then my jawline. This brush is amazing. And go right on, you know, like that, so that a little bit of that darkness is right here. It'll make your face look thinner. Okay, and we're almost finished with the face. In the summer I try not to do that much, and you could stop right here, but I have been taking this Hourglass bronzer, and the one I got is, I believe it's Radiant. Yeah, Radiant Bronze Light, and I've basically just been putting it with the same brush, putting it in the highlighter and just going up on the top of my cheeks like that, just to highlight. And I don't know, it just still gives a real plain bronzy look. And so if you want to put a blush on, you could put any blush on, but a lot of times lately I've just been putting on a lipstick or lip gloss and skipping the blush. So that's what I'm going to do today, just because this is just what I've been doing in the last couple of days. So I'm going to go spray my face with Fix Plus and stand in front of the heater. You could use your blow dryer or something. I just think that really helps kind of take everything that I've put on, all the powders, and kind of seal it all in there together, and makes it real glowy. I just sprayed it, and I tried to count. It was between 15 and 20 little spritzes. I don't do a whole spritz, but I kind of just spritz around little half ones, just making sure my whole face gets covered in the Fix Plus, and then I stand in front of that space heater on heat, and it kind of dries it up a little bit. And then I love this, obviously love this Makeup Forever pressed powder, and I get some on my little brush. I like this 165, and I kind of go right in here, and then right here where I get shiny and oily, and then I'll let the rest of my face just kind of glow. And so that's it for that. Oh, and I either do one of two things. It depends on how much I care, how much of a hurry I'm in. I either take this and just go over my eyelids and then brush that bronzer or whatever right in my crease and go. Don't wear any eye makeup. I did that yesterday. I do that a lot because most of the time I have my sunglasses on when I'm out, and if I'm not going anywhere real special, I just love not having eye makeup on in the summer. But today I'm going to put a little bit of eye makeup on. So a lot of times I like to use this Laura Mercier Eye Basics in Buff, and I just put a little bit right there, and It just kind of evens out my eyelids, and this has just a little bit, it's kind of like a skin tone with a little bit of a sheen. And you can see as soon as you put it on, it's pretty. Like that. Okay, like that. And let's do a little bit of eye makeup. And I thought I would use these Lorac shadows before I take them out and put them up. And I'm going to use the one that goes in the crease so well, and the name of it is Caramel. So I take that with just a big fluffy brush, nothing too dense. This is one of my favorite brushes. I don't know if they even make it anymore, but it's the Paula Dorf crease brush. And just put it in there, and then I don't do anything major. I just go in the crease like that, and out a little bit like that. So once you do this, you can just put on eyeliner and go, which is basically what I'll do. But and I go in here to kind of give that some definition in there like this. But with this, you know, lightest color, I go a little bit outside of this bone because my bone comes down so harsh right there. I try to bring my eyes out just a little bit further. Like that. And you can use a little bit of this underneath. I would use just, this is a Louise Young, I'm not sure what brush, it's one of her blending brushes, one of this, or this one might even be kind of like more like a pencil brush, but I put a little bit just under there, just as a little bit of an accent. Okay, so that's all I'm going to do with the Caramel. Now what I'll do is go in with my, now I'm going to go in with my liner. And I've been loving the, what brand are they? Oh gosh, I can't remember right now. It's the liners that Danielle sent me. And I need to go get one anyway, so I'll go get that. But it's the liquid liner. And I like winged liner. If you would rather use like just a cold liner and smudge it out, or a black shadow, I could do a black shadow too. But let me do my thick winged liner just because that's what I like a lot. And John always compliments me when I have my thick winged liner on. I think it's just my thing. So I'll be right back. Laura Geller, I could not remember. It's a calligraphy set of liners, and it was the blue, green, and then this black, and the blue is so pretty. You know what? I want to do my lips real quick because I feel like I need some color and I'll feel better. Okay, let's do lips real quick. Pouty from, let's see, Unique is the major brand, but it's the Mood Struck Precision Pencil in Pouty, and this is the one that Julie from Texas sent me. So I will put the link to her website where you can buy this down below because I love it. I love it, and several of you have gotten it and you like it too. So I'm going to just line my lips as usual. And I'm not really bearing down real hard because I want it to be a soft, see how it's already kind of a soft smeared smudgy line? That's what I like, because then I can use any lipstick or any gloss and it looks fine because it's basically my lips. And today I'm going to use this Buxom gloss in Mudslide. One of you told me to get this, that it looked really good with Ideal by Lancome, and it does. And I've never tried it with this, but I think it will. So it's one of those glosses that has a lot of color, and I love the way these feel. There, that looks pretty. And I don't think that liner shows up too much. I don't want it to be too crazy. But I just like having the liner on because this liner lasts all day long. I mean, this will be there tonight, and that way I can just take this gloss or any gloss that I have in my purse. Even that Tarte pencil that was in that kit that I told you about, that's in my purse. And a lot of times I'll just fill in with that, with this liner, and it looks so pretty. Okay, so for the brows, I'll do that in a minute, but for the eyeliner, I just do, right after that first shadow, this is going to be so tough. I'm going to try to do it. I just start off. What I do, I got my mom just bought this at like CVS or something a while ago. I start like right in the middle. And I've told you before, my eyelashes or my eyelids really go down to my lashes. And I just kind of fill that in first. And I've already messed up. I think I'm really going to have to do it with this. And then I just make it a little bit thicker. Until I come down like that. Then I just literally, it was a method that Wayne Goss told us about, I don't know, maybe 2 years ago. If I can find the video of his, I'll put it down below, but it has helped me so much. So all you do is take this pen and you decide, like sometimes I like to come out with my liner and go further out. Sometimes I like to kind of keep it within that socket. Today I'm going to try to do from here, to the end of my brow. So I guess I'll have to use this line like that. And then I will lay it down and come over like that. So lay your pen down and just swoop it over. And you might have to go in and fill in any spots that it didn't get. But see how it gets, it's like just laying it down and swooping it over. It just seems like it makes the perfect little thing. Now the thing is getting both sides even. And if you don't want that much of a tail, I think I'm going to leave it today, but sometimes I like it where it's just like a big kind of retro chunk. You would fill in from here over. Let's see how I do the other one, see what we'll have to end up doing here. Now on this eye, I've told you this before, I like to start with the wing. I don't know, it's a weird thing. This eye I like to do this, and this eye I like to work this way. So, so I'm going to try to get my slant even. Okay, you can see this one's going up more, and I think it's because my eyebrows are different. Let's try this again and let me, normally I am so close up in the mirror. Okay, and we'll try to, okay, that's still going way up, but let's just go with it. I think in the end it will be, I just walk it in there, fill in that space. Yep. Okay. I'm going to make it a little bit longer. And fill it in like that. Okay, so now, just like I thought, I'm going to have to do this a little bit. But this liner, look how black it is and how well it's, some of them won't survive doing this eye, and then even the Kat Von D will run out of juice before I do both eyes. Okay, so that is the winged liner, and it may not be perfect, but I don't really care. It doesn't have to be perfect. Let me touch up this little mishap right there. Okay, so I could have done further up, but I kind of like it when they go up and out just a little bit, because that gives me the perfect little guide for a little bit darker color. And let's see what color we could use. We could really use any of these colors in the crease, but I like that Storm. Was it Storm or Smoke? I can't ever remember. Storm. This has been one of my favorite ones to use to deepen the crease. It's kind of like a purpley, dark gray, brown type color. And I will take one of these Louise Young pointy crease brushes. They're real pointy and kind of floppy, and they're perfect just to dip in this color. Go right on the tail of your liner like this and do like that. Just go in that crease all the way in. And then that gives you that crease definition, and then more of that, I don't know, I hate to say retro look, but that look that I like, that 60s look. And see how it makes your eye look bigger? There it is. And you can go up further, but I just want to keep this darkness kind of like right in that crease, because see, you already have that, you know, mid-tone color up there, like that. Okay, now, something exciting I've been waiting to tell you about. I will put the date, let me get the date real quick. Mascara Madness at Burberry, starting May 23rd. Buy 2 Burberry mascaras, get the 3rd one free. So she sent me the different Burberry mascaras, and I already know I love the Bold Lash Mascara, but I have never tried the Curve Lash or the Effortless Mascara. So lately, since my eyelashes have gotten to be a decent length, I have not been using lashes unless I'm going somewhere special. Those birds are landing on my chain, and then I'm going to try to take a picture of them. Then they're coming down into my plants. I can't on the porch. Hold on. Ugh, okay. So I think today what I'm going to do, let's do my eyebrows first though. I'm going to use this. I go all over the place, and the other day I picked this back up. It's the Burberry Effortless Brow Pencil, and oh, it's so good. And if you do want more of that grayish tone, the color of this one I believe is sepia. That's what this is like a grayish tone, and it's that little slant. And I do this real quick. I don't do a lot of craziness with my eyebrows. I just go up under them like that, and then I just fill in the top, and then I take it on its side and then just kind of fill that sparse area right there. Pigmented, but it's not real creamy. I like that it's kind of hard. You know what I mean? It's kind of like you have to bear down, and it does not come off. So I don't even have to, like right now, I'm never, in the summertime, I cannot imagine going through the whole, you know, I don't know, brow gel thing and all that stuff with this. In the wintertime, I just like more makeup for some reason. Okay, so I'm just going to do it like that to kind of bring them out a little bit more, because I was trying to use just brow gel and it wasn't enough. I do like them defined just a little bit more, and I did end up starting to tweeze those little crazy ones right there that I let grow in, because I felt like it was just, this is more of the natural shape of my brow. Me trying to make them straight, go straight across over there, I was having to fill them in every time, and I felt like I was having to work too hard to make that work. So this is, I barely ever have to pluck any, but all I do is pluck those crazy ones that grow right there. Okay, so let's use the Curve Lash Mascara. This is my first time. I've been using the Tarte mascara that I just got in that kit, and the Effortless mascara, because a lot comes off. Ooh, a lot comes off on this too. And I already curled them. I curled them before we got started. So what I like to do is go to the base and make sure I get the base covered real good. Like that. A lot, because then you can always go over the tips with almost anything, as long as you have them, that darkness at the base of your eyes. Ooh, this is pretty. And then these on the ends I try to flick out a little bit. I don't know if I finished my thought, but I haven't been putting on my false lashes unless I'm doing a video, or if I were just getting really dressed up one day to go do something, you know. There's no doubt about it that they help your look. Yeah, this, I don't think I'm gonna need another mascara over this. These mascaras are good, and they don't flake. So can you see? It's just going to be a little bit to go with my liner. Okay, let me get some more and do the other eye. That's what I like about the Burberry mascaras a lot. It's not like it's all dry. You can't get anything out of it. And with this look too, it would probably look really pretty if I were to tight line up underneath my eyelid, but I just can't do it. Okay. Okay. And it looks like I need to fill in that eyeliner right there. Love these. You should get that trio too. And those shadows, aren't those shadows pretty? The way they blend. Okay, now let's try the Effortless mascara. See what that's like. Look how pretty they are too. Beautiful. Oh, wow. That's really pretty. Let's see what this, okay. It's still got a good normal wand. Let's see what color, number 3. Wonder if that's a different color. I don't know. Let's just see what happens. Living on the edge. Okay. See, now that that curling one is dried, they're curling up good. And I can really put some on the ends. Make the ends show up more. Okay, so that is the mascara, and I am zoomed in. But you can see it's perfect, the perfect amount. It just shows just over that lash line, and now I'm going to do just a little bit on my lower lashes. I don't know if you'll be able to see. I'm not going to try to like really coat them, and I'm not going to put any eyeliner. A lot of times I would probably not even put mascara, but I'm just going to put a little bit for this video. I think most people do like to put something. This is the chestnut. Huh, that is neat. She sent me something different. I didn't realize that. Okay, this is the one that has lots on the wand for bold and voluminous lashes. I even love the way this mascara smells. So that is neat. I like that. Okay, so that is basically the final look. Sometimes I would go without my concealer, but most of the time I do put it on. So I'll be right back. I'm surprised she didn't have a bird in her mouth. But this is the Maybelline Dream Lumi in Radiant, what I always go back to. I give it a click or two, and I go right there, and right there, and that's it. And I mean, if you're a person that likes to do all that other kind of stuff, you could do that too, but I just like the littlest possible. Keep it right there, just kind of brighten up that little, you know, divot. and then I just usually run the rest down my nose like that. Oh gosh, here's my painter. Hold on. Okay, not coming today, but they'll be here at 7 o'clock in the morning, so that worked out okay. Okay, so this is the final look. Let me back up and show you how it would look. So it's still makeup-y, but not as much to me. And this makeup, the face makeup, gets better and better as the day goes on. I don't know what it is, but it never looks greasy. It never comes off on everything. It's just so much better than liquid makeup. So, anyway, and I've got on just a long black maxi dress and my flip-flops right now, so no reason to really do an outfit of the day. And I see Chanel walking back there. Come here, Chanel. What you doing? She's so pretty. Okay, so I hope you guys have a good day, and I will see you, if not before, I'll see you on Friday. Bye-bye.